Hi, I'm Mike Chong Perkinson, the Director of Multiplication for the Free Methodist Church in Southern California. It is a privilege to partner with you for the expansion of the kingdom of God here in SoCal. Jesus commanded us to love God with all that we are, to love others as we love ourselves, and to make disciples as we live life. Oddly, Jesus never commanded us to plant churches, but to live faithfully as disciples and to make disciples and to join the Father in the family business of reconciliation as His ambassadors. See 2 Corinthians 5:18 through 20 for that. And so why are we planting churches? We plant churches because it's the natural, or should I say supernatural, outcome of a life lived together in community. Maybe we could say that it is this way a spirit-empowered life. A life lived in community reproduces more disciples who make more disciples, and so a church is born. Acts 2:47 is an outcome statement of a life lived together in community. We could say it this way: if we live together in community, the outcome of that is we have disciples. So if you have disciples, you have a church. Conversely, just because you have a church, a gathering, does not mean necessarily you have disciples of Christ. Our heart in the conference here is to become a multiplication movement that reproduces the way and life of Jesus in our homes, churches, and communities. We want to be a conference that identifies and develops disciples from the harvest for the harvest, raising up leaders who can reproduce the life and heart of Christ that is in them. And so we are creating pathways for this to happen, following Wesley and namely Jesus, in faith and confidence of seeding a movement where leaders are birthed, developed, and deployed all over Southern California with disciple-making, soul-saving, spirit-empowered, reproducing ministries for He who is our King. Our process will be principle-driven, non-model specific, that has already seen 3 church plants approved in the last few months, along with the development of our assessment process and a team of assessors. Next year, we'll focus on the identifying and developing of coaches. Let me introduce our gifted assessors who are helping me assess the character, gifting, capacity, and competencies of our church planters. We're blessed to have Pastor Charles Latchison, Light and Life West, Pastor Suji Alvarez of the Avenue, Pastor Brett Masters of the Dream Center, and Pastor George Garcia of the Lambs Fellowship. We currently have 3 church planters who are doing incredible work in their ministry fields. Pastor Kimberly Hitt of Revolution Church in Orange County. Pastor Kim's path to ministry has not been an easy one. It includes drugs and addiction, incarceration and rehab, divorce and single parenting. It also includes a whole lot of grace and a radical God encounter in a motel room at rock bottom that she says changed the trajectory of her life's purpose. And then we have Pastors Kenny and Estelle Martin of Kingdom Cathedral in San Bernardino. We're blessed by Pastor Brian Worth and his heart to bless and send the Martins to plant a church. May God continue to raise up leaders who seed the harvest. The Martins are a seasoned couple with a long history with the Free Methodist family. May God increase their tribe as they, in their retirement years, continue to live out the fullness of Jesus to reach the disenfranchised and the marginalized with the hope of Christ. Pastors Peyton and Andrea Jones of the Abbey in Carlsbad and San Diego area. Peyton is a prolific author and creator of processes for leader development and church planting. They have a heart to plant more communities in North County that are more organic and community-driven than a traditional Sunday morning service. Their hope is to have a community center, a community garden, and recovery groups, addiction ministries that bring healing and deliverance and hope to North County. Would you pray for each of these plants as they are forming their core teams and developing community of disciples that love God, love others, and make disciples as they live life? Also pray that God would raise up more laborers for the harvest. May we all join the Father in what He is doing in Southern California. Again, it's a joy to partner with you for the glory and expansion of the kingdom of God in Southern California.